This is a recording on the discussion regarding cardiac tamponade. Cardiac tamponade class is a case where there is an increased accumulation of fluid in the pericardial layer of the heart. So let's just have a quick review about the three different layers of the heart. If you remember class, the three layers of the heart are the endocardium, which is the innermost layer. And then you have the middle muscle layer called your myocardium. And eventually you have the outermost layer, which is called the pericardium. The primary role of the pericardium is to produce your pericardial fluid. The pericardial fluid makes the heart move in the mediastinum without encountering any friction. So it makes the contractions of the heart frictionless. So it's like a lubricant. So when your heart pumps, it just glides, it just slides because it is well lubricated with a fluid. And that fluid is called your pericardial fluid. The normal amount of pericardial fluid class is 30 ml, such that when there is a little pericardial fluid in the pericardial space, that condition is what we call as pericardial pericarditis. And in pericarditis, it is usually manifested by a pericardial friction rub. Pericardial friction rub is a condition where it is as if two leathers are rubbing against each other. Why is it that these two structures are rubbing against each other? Kay kulang man ka og pericardial fluid. Less than 30 ml raman ang imuhang pericardial fluid. How does it sound? You just try to rub your hands together. That is exactly how you hear a pericardial friction rub, which again happens if kulang ang imuhang pericardial fluid. What if ang imuhang pericardial fluid is more than 30 ml? So, sobra sa 30 ml ang pericardial fluid. Unsa may mahitabo, ang imuhang heart matuok, ang imong heart maipit. And that is what we call as cardiac tamponade. This discussion is about cardiac tamponade, or a situation where there is increased accumulation of pericardial fluid in the pericardial space. We know that 30 ml ra dapat ang imuhang pericardial fluid. Pero nganong ni sobra man na siya sa 30 ml? Unsa may mga causes class? Most common cause is chemo. No? Nag-undergo kag chemotherapy. One of the complication of chemotherapy is the increase in your pericardial fluid. So problema kayo kay matuok man ang imong heart, muhuot man ang imong heart. Then sometimes it could be infection in the pericardium, and we call that class as pericarditis. Okay? Or it could also be caused by an autoimmune condition. So these are the primary causes class on nganong musubra sa 30 ml ang ato ang pericardial fluid. So when these instances happen, naaba kay chemo, naaba kay pericarditis, or naaba kay autoimmune condition, ni sobra sa 30 ml, or there will be a fluid accumulation in the pericardium. So nalumos ang imuhang heart tungod sa kadaghan sa tubig. So imagine na kung ang heart nimo nalumos, naputos siya sa tubig, unya imuha siyang paminawon. Do you think kusog ang sound nga imong madungog? Dili. Mura ka og maminaw og heartbeat nga naa sa layo. That's why we call it class as your distant heart sound or your muffled heart sound. So, tungod kay ang imong heart naputos sa tubig, inigpaminaw nimo mura siya naa sa layo. So, distant heart tone or muffled heart sounds ang imong madungog. Now, if ang imuhang heart, kani imuhang heart, then this is the pericardial space na adinha ang imuhang fluid surrounding it. So kung musubra sa tubig, ang imuhang heart na karon is naipit, natuok ang imuhang heart. Do you think the heart can function well? Of course not. So there will be decreased heart function. So with cardiac tamponade class, there will be a decreased heart function which will lead to either hypotension, okay, or it may lead to a decreased tissue perfusion. With poor blood pressure class or with decreased tissue perfusion, we have learned in the RAAS mechanism, kinsa man nga organ sa lawas ang pinakareklamador when it comes to poor pressure or when it comes to poor blood supply. Di ba it's your kidney? So whenever the blood pressure is low and whenever tissue perfusion is low, the kidney becomes affected. And when the kidney becomes affected, you will have oliguria or urine output of less than 30 ml per hour. Since di naman ka mangihi, there will be fluid volume excess. And tungod sa kadaghan sa tubig sa imong lawas, you will now have congestive heart failure. So this is the pathophysiology class of your patients with cardiac tamponade. To summarize, class, you would notice that in cardiac tamponade, you will hear distant heart sounds or maminaw kag heartbeat, ilawom sa tubig, no? Kay naputos man siya tubig. There will be distended neck veins. There will be hypotension or decreased blood pressure. What do you notice, class? These three symptoms begins with letter D, no? And these are what we call as your Beck's triad. The presence of Beck's triad is indicative of cardiac tamponade. Okay, so there is decreased distant heart sounds, decreased blood pressure, and you will also have distended neck veins. Now, we have discussed that one of the complications of cardiac tamponade is decreased perfusion to the kidney, causing problems to the kidney as manifested by oliguria and later on congestive heart failure. So there is a situation of fluid volume excess. When there is fluid volume excess, how is this manifested in your CBC? Unsa may makita nimo sa CBC? Tan-awon nimo ang hematocrit. Okay? So, and you will see nga ang imuhang dugo lasaw. No? You will see that there will be hemodilution. Okay? Meaning, mas daghan ang tubig kaysa sa imuhang formed elements. And when there is fluid volume excess, there will be weight gain. Okay? And you know that the weight of a person is the most sensitive indicator of fluid retention, such that mo increase gani kag 1 gram, pasabot ana ni retain ka og 1 ml of fluid. So mauna mo ingon ta, class, when we weigh our patient, it must be at the same time of the day, wearing substantially the same amount of clothing. Kay very sensitive indicators sa fluid retention ang timbang sa usa ka tawo, such that mo increase ka or mo decrease ka og usa ka gramo, it also means ni retain ka or ni lose ka og 1 ml of fluid. Since the problem is fluid volume excess, i-monitor nato ang timbang sa pasyente, such that ang atong goal is dapat mo us-us ang timbang because it actually means ni us-us pod ang fluid volume excess. In cardiac tamponade, our primary management class is to stop the inflammatory condition. And what medication do we give to stop the inflammatory condition? We give immunosuppressants. Example are your corticosteroids. They are immunosuppressants. They act by weakening your immune system. That is precisely how it works. And because it weakens your immune system, as a nurse, unsa may imuhang i-watch out for? You watch out for signs of infection. Because corticosteroids work precisely by weakening your immune system. Now, how do you attack the fluid volume excess? What comes to your mind? Kung magtambal kag fluid volume excess, di ba, class, pampaihi. So you give diuretics. Okay? And because of the inability of the heart to pump well, kay natuok siya, you give high flow oxygen. Okay? And also, you can remove the fluid that compresses the heart. And that procedure is what we call pericardiocentesis. So class, that is our discussion on cardiac tamponade. Next discussion will be congestive heart failure.